Today we're going to make a rum classic, El Presidente. For this drink, you're going to need a Nick and Nora glass, a jigger, measuring spoons, a bar spoon, a vegetable peeler, a hawthorn strainer, and a mixing glass. This drink uses white rum, white vermouth, Curaçao, grenadine, and an orange and a maraschino cherry for garnish. If you're not using homemade cherries, make sure you're using real, quality maraschino cherries. This cocktail is sometimes called the Cuban President, or simply Presidente. Like a lot of classic drinks, its origin's a little hazy. It's named in honor of an early Cuban president, but there's even some debate over this. Regardless, the drink became popular with American tourists in Cuba during Prohibition. This cocktail's gotten a bit of a revival lately, and with that, some light has been shed on a crucial misunderstood ingredient. This drink is usually made 2-to-1 rum to dry vermouth, and if you're making it with dry vermouth, that's probably the best ratio. But as cocktail historian David Wondrich points out, the original recipe called for white vermouth, sometimes called Blanc Vermouth or Bianco Vermouth, depending on where it comes from. White vermouth is not the same as dry vermouth. White vermouth is a semi-sweet vermouth that sits somewhere between a sweet vermouth and a dry vermouth, and it really makes a big difference in this drink. With white vermouth, the flavors of El Presidente are fully rounded off and balanced, but when made with dry vermouth, it has a much stronger bite than it should. White vermouth, specifically Dolin Blanc, was how the cocktail was made in Cuba in the 1920s, and with the white vermouth, it's made 1-to-1, rum to vermouth. Again, if you're making it with dry vermouth, you'll want to use half as much dry vermouth as rum, but you'll be glad you made the extra effort to get some white vermouth. Because there are not as many uses for it as dry vermouth, I like getting a smaller 375ml bottle of white vermouth, but it's definitely worth picking up a bottle, if for this drink alone. We'll start by chilling our glass, fill it with ice and water and set it aside. Next we're going to measure 1.5 ounces of rum, add that to the mixing glass, measure 1.5 ounces of white vermouth, add that to the glass, measure out a teaspoon of Curaçao, add that to the glass, carefully measure out a 1/4 teaspoon of grenadine, and add that to the glass. Add ice and stir. This drink is nearly all booze, so you want to give it a good stir to chill it down and give it some dilution. Next we'll dump the ice from our Nick and Nora glass. Strain the contents of your mixing glass into your chilled cocktail glass. Spoon out a maraschino cherry and plop it into your drink for garnish. Cut a fat swath of orange peel, being careful not to cut into the white pith. Express the oils of your orange peel over the drink. Rub it along the rim of your glass and drop it in for garnish. And there it is, El Presidente. Salud. Click here for more videos. Be sure to subscribe and check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.